Hi guys, how you doing? So today in chapter number 4 we are going to learn how to find niches, how to use and follow competitors to find niches, and how we can find hot sellers inside the niche. So let's start. Let's first see how we can find niche. What is a niche research? What is the difference between product research to a niche research? So we just log in here, and I will go to inside Zik, and I will go to the competitor research. In the last chapter, you learn how to find competitors. So basically, the fastest and easiest way to find a good niche is first follow the competitors, and then through the competitors, through his items, find the niche. So I just write the name of one of the competitors I know, and we're gonna practice on this store. So as you can see here, we have a competitor. Right now the statistics less important for us. You already learned in the last chapter what exactly is a good and bad statistics and so on. And now I'm gonna teach you how do we look on the list of the items and how we know we can find a good niche, or at least how do we find a beginning, a direction to a niche. So each items used for different things, as you know. We have items that are more like gifts, the items that are more like for a daily use. There are some items from some categories, from some niches that they are like branded, let's say this item or this item. And there are different criteria, different certain kind of items, and we will always try to look for those items like this one, for example, items that have no brand, that are unbranded, you know, like if you compare this item to the smartphone niche, for example. So in the smartphone niche, we have Apple, we have Samsung, we have a lot of competition from the big brands. It is harder to bring something similar. But when we find an item like this one, like the wood collapsible drying bag, okay? This one is more general item, an item in niche where the brand have no impact, okay? So it is more interesting for us to search a niche like this. Let's go through another items we see here. We just scroll down. We have this one, for example, as you can see, HDMI cord. This item here, and I will scroll more down just to look another similar items. Those kind of items that we can basically make them a market research, a niche research, and I will stop on this item. Okay. As you can see here, we have a SATA cable, okay? SATA cable creation is the name of the brand, 10 pack, 8-inch SATA, and then how many pins, and it's a female or male. Now, how do we find the niche? You probably ask yourself the questions. So, the best way to find a niche is to look for the look for the words that describe the niche. As you can see here, we have this cable. This is a SATA cable, SATA cable, and here is all the other keywords that describe the model, the length, and everything. So what we're gonna do here is basically we're gonna click on this button, and what happens now is that we got the search on all the title, but we are going to remove anything that is not important for us, that is not describing the niche, and we are just going to leave the keywords that describing the niche itself. For this item is a SATA cable. I will click on search again, and as you can see here, we have 100 result. Okay, and when you see 100 results, you understand, okay, this is a niche. Those keywords describe the niche. We will checkbox everything, and we will make Zik selection. In this moment, we are going to see the result. We are going to see the statistics from these specific keywords, and those specific keywords describing a niche. SATA cable, it's a general niche, okay? So I will go back to the seller, and we're going to practice it again. We're going to scroll up, and we're going to search, and we're going to look for another niche here, and we're going to try to find again the keywords that describe the niche. Inside the title, there is always the keywords that describe the niche. So let's see this item. This is little specific. Let's scroll up again, and here we have the HDMI cable. So again, as you can see, there is a title. There is a specific item, 4K HDMI cable, 2.0, 60 feet. Okay? Sold 5 times for $38. So if we want to be more general, we will search for HDMI cable. If we want to be a little bit more specific, we will search HDMI cable 60 feet. Okay, so I will click here again, and in this case, in this search, I will search for HDMI cable 60 feet. And we're going to see here a little more specific search. As you can see, we have only 55 searches, 55 results. That means that this is a micro niche. Okay, here we go a little bit deeper with the resolution to see a little bit more specific results. Okay, so I'm going to make Zig selection here. And on the meanwhile, as you remember before, we searched for the SATA cable. So let's get back to the SATA cable. Alright, so here you can see that when we search the keyword SATA cable, okay, we receive, first of all, the statistic amazing, and we receive very high numbers. We have 100 items, sold 4,717 units in the last 30 days. In January, generated $25,000 for $6 average selling price. Successful listings is 99%, and sell-through is 4,000%. Okay, above 4,000%. Now, as you remember, when we make a product research and we search a specific product, we had certain criteria. We were looking for successful listings, 50%, and sell-through 100%. Here, when we make niche research, we look for better result, okay? Because there are more numbers, we want to have a better statistics. We're less specific, we want to have a better statistics, okay? So here we're gonna look always for around 60 to 70% or more, okay, for a niche, for a 2 keywords research, and 1,000 or more sell-through rate, okay? So those need to be your targets. Of course, it's not obligated. You always can be flexible. It depends on the selling price. It depends on many different things. It depends on the opportunities. And if you have a high selling price, the statistic can be lower because you have a higher profit, okay? So you always have to measure everything related to your profit. And profit is selling price. All right. So I will scroll down here, and here you can see, of course, the feedbacks, the number of sales, the items. In the next videos, we are going to learn how to find opportunities inside the niche. How do I know I can penetrate this niche with new items from my supplier? How do I know to find a very good seller inside the niche? Okay, so in this video we learned how to find the niche, and I will go through it shortly. We find an item like this HDMI cable. We clicked one time here to get to move to the product research, and we removed all unnecessary keyword till we have left only the necessary keyword, HDMI cable or HDMI cable 60 feet, or you always can start big and start wide with HDMI cable, and then you can go deeper to HDMI 60 feet and so on. Okay, so you have to remember, you go inside the seller, you start to look for items that are unbranded, items that you can bring similar items from your suppliers later. Then you have to think which keywords describe the niche, and then you need to run those keywords in the product research. So beside find niche through competitors, you can always go to your supplier, go to Amazon, go to Walmart, go to AliExpress, and get ideas also from there. So let's just make one test. So I'm going here to Amazon.com, and I will just go for best sellers in Amazon. In generally, I'm not recommended you to copy items from the best sellers in Amazon, because the reason that the item is best sellers in Amazon not means that you can also sell it very good on eBay. So some items sell good on Amazon, some items sell good on eBay, and it's not related to each other. Okay, not sometimes yes, but most of the time not. So you just go to the best sellers of Amazon to get an ideas. Okay, so as you can see, I go here to the best sellers, and I will just let's just go to home and garden here. So category home and garden, let's see, garden outdoor. Okay, and what happened here again, it's all departments by mistake. So let's go to garden and outdoor and click enter. What happens? Why it makes like this? There is some bug in Amazon. You see, also Amazon can have bugs sometimes. Garden and outdoors, and then I just write best sellers. Perfect. So I'm just coming here, and I'm just going to start look around exactly like I did in the competitors. Just I'm going to make it different. I'm not going to follow the competitors. I'm going to look in Amazon or in my supplier. And as you can see here, there come different items. This item is very specific. It's a digital meat thermometer. By the way, as you can see, always the most searched keywords, okay, what people use in their listings, what sellers using their listings, usually also those keywords describing the niche the best, okay? So here you can see digital meat thermometer. It's very general. You can absolutely find a niche through these keywords. Let's try it. And I'm sure that it's also a good niche. Let's just check it and see what we get from Zik. Let's do it like this. Let's search for another items here. We have this item as well. It's a garden hose, 75 feet. So basically garden hose, it's also a niche. You see, I already see it very fast. I'm sure that after you will watch this video, it will be very naturally for you as well. American flag, as you can see. And we can find many ideas for different niche here, okay? Let's see, for example, let's take this item as example. This is an example for item that you cannot use for a niche research, okay? Because it's very specific, it's a specific company, and it's not something that we are planning to use in a niche research. We're more looking for general items, solar outdoor LED light, or some like we saw here, a digital meat thermometer, a garden hose, okay? Those are the keywords that describe the niche, and we can get the ideas from the sellers we follow. We can get the ideas from the suppliers, from our suppliers. So let's see the results for digital meat thermometer. So again, look what an amazing result you see in front of you. Amazing sell-through rate, amazing successful listing, 95%. Like we say, we're looking for something above the 60%. Great sell earnings. By the way, about sell earnings, it's very important for you to understand it. As highest is the sell earnings, as profitable is the niche for us. Why? Because when it's a high sell earnings, we usually work on 10% profit, and of course we want to work on higher than 10%, and it is possible. You're going to learn in the next lessons, but in average you work on 10% profit from selling price. So as higher is the sell earnings, is the highest is our opportunity, okay? And we're going to learn in the next lessons also how to find opportunities. So I hope you learn in this video how to find keywords that can find you a great niche, how to basically search for these keywords. Like we say, we're looking for a title. Inside the title there is the keywords that describe the niche, and then we just search it in product research. Let's meet in the next video, and thank you very much, and see you in the next lesson. Ciao, ciao.